In Christopher Nolan's movie Tenet, the characters grapple with a mysterious technology that is able to reverse the entropy of objects and people, in effect reversing their entire life and understanding of time. But have you ever wondered if you could experience Tenet in real life? Well, here's a picture of me using my computer in reverse. Pretty cool, right? Well, whilst we may not be able to effectively reverse time yet, we can make time pass quicker. Scientists at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN have discovered that playing a game with an arena mode can pass time at effectively 2 times speed. So lean back and enjoy some AGYCPONGs. Arena games, you can play online now, guys. Blue team. Blue team, come on. Blue team, come on. It's my boy. Blue team.
I come to the arena any chance I get. Once I got hit in the eye with some spraying blood and went blind for 3 days. Now that was a good match.
Half Sword is made by GameSeer Publishing, and it is a free demo of a early access game that's not out yet, but it's going to be out pretty soon. We can see now from my footage, this pre-recorded footage, I'm doing like a really quick sort of review type thing. You pick your fights, and you're like, you sort of go up the ranks. Yeah, I've got an axe here, and I just chopped that guy's hand off. That's pretty crazy. Chopped his whole arm off even. And when you die, you lose your character and you go back to the beginning. But you also get a chance to come back in the Abyss, which I'll show you in just a second. This game has got a... Oh, I just chopped that guy's head off. That's pretty cool. This game's got a good list on my AGYPONG. This game's an AGYPONG arena game you can play online now, guys, because it's just super fun to noodle around in when you got some free time. You can turn off your brain pretty much when you play an AGYPONG game. Arena game you can play on now, guys. So this guy just killed me, which means I'm now going to the Abyss. Am I speaking too fast, or is this a normal amount of speaking? So I now got this shirt on and I picked up this candelabra. In the Abyss, you have to fight as many guys as it sends at you, and then you get to go back to the game if, with your character, you get to keep your character if you beat the guys in the Abyss. So here's the first guy, just beat him down with this candelabra. Oh, he's come back at me. Now I've got this other weapon from the thing, and I got some trousers on as well. So now I'm searching for the next guy, running around like crazy. I've sped this footage portion of the game up a little bit, and you can probably tell I've sped this up. I've not sped up my own voice despite the fact I'm speaking incredibly fast. I'm hoping it's sort of more engaging if I'm sort of speaking really quickly. And I killed that guy, so now I'm wandering around with my fetching two-tone trousers, and I have to defeat the spear guy. He gives me a little bit of trouble, but I ultimately gain the upper hand, spoilers, and then I just hack at him for ages until he turns into a big red pile of mush, and then I'm now continuing on. Oh, I found the scythe guy, and he starts attacking me in quite a brutal fashion, and I need to get closer to him, and he starts killing me, and starts beating me over the head with the wooden part of the scythe instead of the blade. And it's at this point in my gameplay that I start to get a little bit disturbed. It's no longer a fun, happy game. It's a quite brutal and genuinely scary experience, as my character is essentially paralyzed from the neck down, whilst this strange maniacal man is attempting to kill me with his massive scythe as I'm drenched in blood. As at one point I locked eyes with my character, and it was just horrible. I hated what I saw. It sort of went on like this for quite a disturbing amount of time. But yeah, that's Half Sword, and I really enjoy playing it whenever I have some free time and I just want to turn my brain off and just spend a few minutes killing people in an AGYPONG. Okay, now we've got Overgrowth, which is a game by Wolfire Games that was announced in 2008 and released in 2013, which is when a lot of people like me saw it on YouTube Let's Plays at the time. Overgrowth is a sequel to Lugaru, which is their first rabbit fighting game, which you can see now. I'm a rabbit called Turner and I have to fight these guys. There's an arena mode, which is what I'm playing right now because this is the AGYCPONG list, arena games you can play online now guys list. And there's also a story mode with a full Overgrowth story, which is like a pretty fun, enjoyable story. And of course there is this arena mode, which I'm playing right now. And I think the dev is involved in a class action lawsuit with Valve at the moment because Valve has a monopoly with Steam because the developer wanted to list his game for a lower price on another store which didn't charge as much of a commission, and essentially Valve said that they would remove his game if he sold it for a lower price on other platforms. So the developer is now trying to sue Valve. That's sort of hearsay, so you know, this is the AGYCPONG list, this isn't the Valve lawsuit list, so let's just ignore that. And this is the AGYCPONG list. So what's happening now is I've got a sword and I'm in the lava arena of the game. It's a physics-based combat game. I've had this game pretty much on my computer since I had a computer because it's just super fun. So yeah, there's a slow motion button as well. So what I just did was I pressed F1 to enable developer mode, and then I pressed 8 to return to my rabbit, which allows me to press tab and enter slow motion at any point, and see your rabbit get like beaten up with cool slow motion physics. So it's really fun. And there's also mods. So what I was just on there was the mod menu for Zargox Arena Mode mod, which gives you some new cool arenas and weapons and stuff. So I got this staff. This is the well-staffed arena from Zargok, and here you can see me in slow motion beating a rabbit with the end of my pole, which is pretty cool. Because the game is very fast-paced when you're not in slow motion, as you can see, and you can jump really high because you're a rabbit. There's like parkour elements, which I think lended to its popularity because parkour was like a massive thing back when this game came out, like Mirror's Edge and stuff like that. So this was like third-person rabbit Mirror's Edge with combat, and it was super cool. And as you can see, just like the physics where you do like a kick and just like totally dislocate this guy's shoulder and stuff like that. The physics is really cool. You could do a flip, land on your own neck and knock yourself out that way. Like that's just super fun. So I love playing this game whenever I have free time to fiddle about on Overgrowth. And you can also play the old story of Lugaru in Overgrowth. The game's about to end now, but the gameplay footage is about to end now, but there's mods and everything. It's super cool. I'm going to show you the mods. Zargox Arena Pack, you can see, and here's the mod menu. So there's loads of like story mods and stuff like that. I think it's open source as well, so that's so cool. The old animals talk of the time when the world went crazy. The penguins were hardest hit by global warming and pollution. The ice had melted, the fish were gone. Then, at the darkest hour, the ancient penguin goddess Sedna appeared before the starving masses. Gathering the survivors around her, she uttered these fateful words. My penguin children, hear me well. Starvation and chaos are upon you. There is room for but one tribe. The others must perish, lest ye all perish. That is the price of survival. The penguin stood in stunned silence. Only one tribe could remain, but which one? How would they decide? As darkness descended, the answer became apparent. Penguins Arena, Sedna's World, developed by Frog Games in 2008. It's a very simple first-person shooter game, I think developed with Source. I think it's a Source game if I had to guess. And you shoot penguins off the arena with a load of cool power-ups like that cool bomb. You get this shell power-up that I think makes you a bit more stable. You don't get affected too much by snowballs or enemy power-ups. You don't actually kill the penguins, funnily enough, because this is a game marketed towards children. The sharks kill the penguins, so it's okay, you know. I missed that little bomb there, and the bomb is a really powerful weapon. It just shoots them. So far, it's like the sniper of the game. And you've also got this little fish dynamite, and that is a very good weapon. And then this sort of SMG, which is a whole catch full of fishes. I'd have thought they'd be eating them since this is a sort of post-apocalyptic world, but they don't eat the fishes. They use them to gain access to Sedna's special utopia, which she can only provide for one group of penguins. So you're fighting to gain access to the magical afterworld from Sedna's, the god of penguins, special land. It's a very fast-paced game. I've had it on my Steam account for quite a long time. I can't remember why it was there. I think maybe I got it in a bundle or something, and I don't play it all that often, but it's very fun. It's a very fun game with a thumping soundtrack that you just want to play over and over and over again in your head. The rounds are super fun. I'd love to play this with friends online. You have to port forward though, so if you aren't familiar with setting up a game server, then good luck. But I also don't think I'd be able to convince my friends to play Sedna's World, Penguins Arena Sedna's World, because of well, I mean, you know, it's a bit of a hard sell, but it's a fun arena game. You can play with the bots and shoot them all off and stuff. And here's another bomb. See how I utilize this. And I just got sand flying. There's a cool, when you die, you either resurrect if you've got any penguins on your team left, or you sort of enter this like ghost mode and shoot them, and your orbs are sort of act like a mini bomb. You see green's one here. Super fun game. Super fun game. That's Sedna's Arena, Penguins Arena Sedna's World even. And it's just a great AGYCOP or whatever the fuck I'm calling it, arena game you can play online now, guys. So thank you very much for watching. This is the end of the video. Tap like, tap subscribe, and let's get Penguins Arena Sedna's World back on the market. Let's all start playing it. All right.